Israel-Iran war news. Iran's endgame towards Israel and the U.S. The frontal attack on April 13, 2024 by Iran lends credence to claims that Tehran is determined to undermine Israel through strategic partnerships and premeditated acts. Here are some key points from the following note. Iran's plans for the future in relation to Israel and the United States. The actions of Iran toward its allies. How the Iranians see China's relationship with Israel going forward. The first assessment from the General Staff of Iran's armed forces states that there are no suspicions and no signs of gunfire or similar objects on the debris of the crashed chopper that killed Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi and his entourage. The semi-official Tasnim news agency stated on Friday that an investigating group made up of professionals, technicians, and experts arrived at the site the following morning after the disaster on May 19. According to Thursday's assessment, the helicopter had not veered from its specified flying path and had instead continued along its original trajectory. The pilot of the downed helicopter had communicated with the other two helicopters in the president's escort around 1.5 minutes prior to the event. According to the story, the president's helicopter crashed into the mountain and subsequently caught fire. Rescue efforts went on until dark and into the night due to complications of the area, fog and low temperature, it said. Thanks to drones, the precise site of the event was located at 5 a.m. local time on Monday, according to the statement. According to Gholam Hossein Ismaili, Chief of Staff to the President of Iran, they were attempting to avoid clouds prior to the catastrophe, according to local media. He had been on one of the 3 helicopters that Raisi's entourage had used on their way back from the inauguration of the Iran-Azerbaijani Kiz-Kalasi Dam. Because of U.S. sanctions that have been in place for decades, Iran has had a hard time acquiring mechanical parts and upgrading its aircraft. A former Iranian foreign minister named Mohammad Javad Zarif blamed U.S. sanctions on Iranian aircraft, according to Iranian state TV, for contributing to the tragedy. It was reported by the official news agency IRNA that Raisi was laid to rest on Thursday in the holy shrine of Imam Reza in Mashhad, his hometown in northeastern Iran. The body of Raisi and his companions had to pause multiple times as it made its way through the tightly packed streets leading to the sacred shrine, according to Mashhad Mayor Mohammad Reza Kalender Sharif, who spoke to IRNA. Sharif estimated that at least 3 million people from Mashhad and other cities had participated in the funeral procession. In a phone call with Iran's acting president Mohammad Mokber on Thursday, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad informed Mokber that Raisi was a significant player on both the regional and international stages. The legacy of Raisi is his stand against tyranny and his unwavering support for the Palestinian cause. Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian and the delegate of Iran's supreme leader to the East Azerbaijan region, Mohammad Ali al-Hashim, were also on board the chopper. The funeral for Amir Abdullahian took place on Thursday at a cemetery south of Tehran, the capital of Iran, according to IRNA. Silence for 1 minute. Many people from all across the world sent condolence messages. On Thursday, during their plenary session, the United Nations General Assembly observed a minute of silence in memory of Raisi. The 78th United Nations General Assembly President, Denis Francis, presided over the memorial service. The President of the UN General Assembly also conveyed his sympathies to the Iranian administration and people. On Tuesday, in observance of the President and his delegation, the United Nations Security Council held a minute of silence and lowered the UN flag to half-mast. At the Iranian embassy in China on Friday, Li Hongzhong, who is vice chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, grieved over Raisi's passing. Li conveyed his profound sympathies to the Iranian government and people for the loss of Raisi. Li is also a member of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China Central Committee. Contributing to the article was Mike Gu of Hong Kong.